Listen, this is like, I'm too drunk for this.
Someone in the chat says Gavin got kicked out of a bar with Bill Schultz. There's video on yesterday's morning.
Really?
If you want to see that?
Yeah,
instead.
send a link. Please send a link. Gavin got kicked out of a bar with Billy Schultz on yesterday's morning. We're going to watch Bill Schultz on this show, Campaign Media. And let's see, we're subscribed, we're live, watch, listen, and see the stuff. So here it is. Gavin and Bill Schultz had a little incidente on Morning with Bill Schultz. It's loading. And we'll see what happens here. Do I need to sign in first, maybe? Their website is always a mess. So let's sign in here today. Of course, I pay for this membership. It's costing me a boatload of what I call cash. Permanently suspended. Okay, let's try this link again. Here today. Compound me. Oh, we're in. We are in, everybody. So where do I go from here, Julie?
That's all I know so far.
All right, we'll start the episode. This should be funny. Gavin and Bill Schultz kicked out of a bar for being degenerates. And we'll see what happens here today. Campaign Media. I don't mind a good pause, says someone. Okay. Yeah. You ever clap so hard that it's hurting you? Ow! Fuck! There he is, Bill Schultz. The 80s are really big right now. You can hear there's no low end. Kumia's like, how much does bass cost? And they're like, fractions of a dime. Well, then cut it from our feed. We can't afford it. There's no bass in Compound Media shows. It's only treble. It would be like if I did this. Watch this. Hi, everybody. Wait, that doesn't really sound any different. Hi, everybody. It doesn't really sound any different there. I don't know. I mean, but imagine a show with no low end. I mean, it would be nuts. All right, here it is. Compound Media cutting the bass just to save fractions of pennies. Here. Gavin Skypes in.
5 minutes in, he says.
5 minutes in. Let's just see the intro, though. Ooh, I'm getting mad. Uh-oh. Test 1, 2, 3. Hi. iPad. Okay, guys, start the show. I got a show to do here, okay?
Keep going. True professional.
Oh, that's not you. That's her. Test 1, 2, 3. Am I still on the air? The bass frequencies bump their VBR to CD quality. Yeah. Come on, guys. Is that Karen Feehan?
Oh, Nats.
Karen Feehan, the traitorous woman. I'm after her, that Karen Feehan with the
She's the kind
freckles.
of girl that would laugh it off, though.
Oh, Bill Schultz, everybody. Look at him.
Looking
She's ready for
great.
college.
I could see you doing a Flashdance remake, but you would have to really lean.
Look at this shot. The shot is so bizarre.
Why is he
It's
cropped?
way too cropped. It's a cropped sensor, folks. Bill Schultz is so cropped. What kind of a shot is this where Bill's head is off the screen? Have you ever seen a news program like this? It's nuts.
On your stun woman and or man.
Wow.
Again, you are fragile. And a lot of what happens in these various Flashdance type movies involve things like that where little
sick.
Joe go boom on the ground and break something that you didn't even know you had bone-wise.
I mean, yeah, there was that one time I took a dance class and I was wearing knee pads and I still got a huge bruise on my knee.
Really? Yep. That
how
I
does
sounds
have a
that-
bruise on my knee, too.
How's that happen?
That sounds about right. There's something very, very anemically wrong with you.
So this is Morning with Bill Schultz. This show gets 230 views on average. Sometimes it gets 60 views.
I'd say it deserves at least 600.
I would say this show is pretty good. It's the best show on Compound. I will say that.
Yes,
It is
100%.
the best.
What's going on?
Where's my cane? For God's sakes.
As usual, I go back to my
Test.
theory that you're a product of.
I feel like our audio is out.
You probably
Test.
just...
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
We're back.
Yo, yeah. Iran will take over under my realm. Sorry about that. Actually, that just slipped out.
Sorry, guys. This is extra.
Bow to Iran, my homeland. You're either with us or against us. This is an Iranian show. I'm really sorry. I'm having a great time, guys. I'm just trying to goof around with you guys. I'm just trying to give you guys a quick, cheap laugh. I'm really sorry about that. The show isn't sponsored by Iran. Don't worry about any of that. I'm really sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. Let's go back to Bill Schultz here.
Of incest.
Very possible. Until I do that 23andMe, we'll never know.
We'll never know, but it's better that you don't give the government your stuff. You know, a fun fact about Flashdance?
Oh, I hope it's fun.
It is. It's not even for debate that it's fun. Her stunt double in Flash.
So they sit around and they talk about nonsense for about 40 minutes. Let's jump to 5 minutes in, and apparently Gavin...
They say he Skypes in to talk about this bar
I'm looking
story.
at a solid 7.6.
Apparently Gavin Skypes in at around 5 minutes. Let's see what happens here.
Under full treat.
Let's see what happens here.
Just what I wanted.
I'm going to add
Bill is
one more.
gone. Great. Now
One
we can
more.
discuss
To you
his
guys today. Here we go.
potential demise. No, I'm just kidding. He just shot himself in the head. My goal exactly. Oh, damn it.
Keep it on her. I don't want to be any part of this.
Okay, that was it. That's just the title. Now I'm just going to tell you what happened.
It's not the review?
Here he comes.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I sent Garrett 2 photos. Again, I wasn't lying when I said I
Okay,
don't
they said
take
5 minutes in. Here we're at 5:33. Is Gavin coming? This doesn't sound like a Gavin
I know.
lead-in.
Skip ahead like another couple minutes. I don't know.
Another couple minutes.
Till you see
Hang
his
back a
Skype
bottle. Is
goodness
this the
on
wrong
screen.
episode? Oh, there he is, Gavinsky. Let's see what happens.
3, but oh
so
no.
sick.
It depends on how you stated it. If it's like, I'm sure I'll see you.
No. Oh, I'm sure I'll see you again soon. And then he'd be like, why? And I'd be like, well, I'm a world-renowned actress. The world just doesn't know it yet.
Do you know?
You're not
I'm going to
acting.
assume that this person is thinking this. We have Gavin McInnes on Line Fun.
McInnes,
and I'm
again, I called this out the other day. Do we have a rag? Gavin McInnes. The man goes out of his way to pronounce it how it's written, McInnes. McInnes. And all of these losers keep saying McGinnis. It's a totally different name. Gavin hates that, by the way. He's brought it up a million times. You see people like Anna Karsparian from the Young Turkins. They go, Gavin McGinnis. And it's like, you're his main enemy. Shouldn't you know how to pronounce his name? That would be like if I told him Tony Hinchcloth. Come on, guys. McInnes. Some people cannot get that straight. Bill Schultz is a good friend of him. He hangs out with him for 20 years. They hang out, they drink, they break their wrists together. And Gavin goes, hi, I'm Gavin McInnes. Nice to meet you. And he goes, sure. Gavin McGinnis. Are you doing it to insult the man, or can you not hear? Very strange.
Assuming he was listening to all of
God,
that.
oh no, I'm so
And I
sorry.
assume that
What's
he is
happening?
thinking, how the fuck did these guys replace me? That is all. Or he's a
Wow,
huge.
yeah, that's interesting. The Gavin McInnes show. Gavin is one of the most famous bad guys in today's culture. Used to have this slot here on Campaign Media. Gavin went away to do a White House level gig that never really. Oh, she's drinking straight up milk? What the fuck? You got to trust your instincts. 311. Bill Schultz's 232 viewership show replaced the Gavin McInnes show. You know, the show that brought me most of my fame. Here we go.
John Mayer fan, and I'm completely wrong. Gavin McInnes, can you hear me?
Gavin, I'm so sorry.
I am not.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can, buddy.
John Mayer sucks.
Come on, you're better than that. Give us actual reasons why his body is not a wonderland. Tell me.
Because he ripped off People Get Ready from Curtis Mayfield.
Is that true?
Wait, what song of his?
Gavin, I really hate this set. Gavin went to IKEA with his $10 million budget, and he goes, hey, do you have any $26 build-it-yourself shelving units? There's nothing. I had a shelving unit like this when I was 2.
And they're
in
saying
my
he's
bedroom.
rich now. He has over 10K
I
subscribers
know.
at $10
and
a month.
It makes total sense. I mean, people know how rich I am. You need very little subscribers to be rich. Do the math. So Gavin has 10,000 subscribers at $9.99 a month. How much is that? Add it up. He's rich again. Subscribers equal riches. People go, Mike's not rich. You only need to have 500 subscribers to be rich. It's easy. So me and him are very rich. And he's got this bookcase here that he put together with peg little. If your furniture includes a wooden peg that you hammer into one side and stick in the other side with glue, and it's a wooden peg with ridges, your furniture should not be able to peel off, okay? Like, the edge of your furniture, you shouldn't be able to peel it away and see corkboard inside, okay? You shouldn't have white, shiny, grainy laminate that you could peel off the edges. What is this set? You're rich. Does your wife not let you use the money?
I know, that means he's making like $100,000 a month.
Millions of dollars, and you spend $26 at IKEA, which you shouldn't even be supporting. That's Sweden, that's ASAP Rocky. And you're buying this little, I hate tchotchke setups. I will not put a book. There's no shelves in this house. There is no bookcase in this house.
I asked for a bookcase.
Yeah,
He said no.
I said, Jules, you could bury your books under the barn.
He makes me put my books on the windowsill.
No bookcases are shit unless they're built in, made out of real wood. Look at this. I could break this apart. We're going, Gah! And the whole thing will break. It's shit. Don't have white laminated bookcases.
People get ready. There's a train a coming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on.
This guy is always copying me, but doing worse. It really is true. Remember when he first saw me, he poached me. And he goes, you're an inspiration. Remember when he went on his show and he goes, I saw Mike David fill in for me, and it reminded me that I should be meaner. He was so cool. Remember this?
And then he accidentally started telling
when I
everyone
first
they should kill.
filled in for Gavin Mcinnes, he couldn't stop messaging. This is true. I know it sounds fake. You would think it would be the other way around.
Sounds made up.
I filled in for him. And after I filled in for him when he was on vacation, he couldn't stop messaging me going, you just inspired me so much to be like meaner. Like, how do you do it? Like, you're so mean and like, you just seem you're having so much fun with it. I feel like so bad if I'm that mean. This is really what he said to me. And I'm showing this to Jules and showing it to Sven at the time. I'm in New York at a hotel going over the messages that Gavin sent me to Jules and Sven. And I'm going, what is with this guy? Like, is he really this much of a like, why is he? He's like, you're so mean. It's like, should I be meaner? And he was asking me this. I'm not even kidding.
I remember.
This guy, I'm telling you, this guy is like a theater kid who is putting on a show, and he is scared, nervous of everything that's happening, and everything is just show. I'm not kidding. Somebody says, I remember when Gavin said that on his show. There is tape of this. Gavin was inspired by No Dick Mike David. Wait, why did I say that? No dick. This guy is a faker, phony baloney. If you're inspired by me, you're this tall.
I'm inspired by you.
Well, I mean, but is him, this is the creator of Vice. It's all a facade. Let's watch.
I'm aware of that song, but what's John Mayer's ripoff of that?
Waiting on the world to change.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but one could argue that those chord progressions are super popular in lots of songs across
This
different...
is actually a geek who has been trying to emulate a cool guy his whole life. I'm not kidding. I thought when I first saw him, I go, finally, a freedom fighter like me. Let's get involved. Sven will tell you this. When I first discovered Gavin, I go, wow, look at this guy. He doesn't seem to care. He's kind of just like me. And then when I met him, he's so nervous and scared. This is all an act. It's really sick. The stuff he said to me, I went like this. I go, Gavin, come on. You can't be serious here. You know, you've got books out. You've got all these people.
Did you guys hug?
We did it.
Did you ever touch hands?
Oh, yeah. It was sick. His hands, by the way, are this big. They're like two little tiny little paper clips. And I go, what is this? This isn't even a hand. He goes, oh, sorry. Those are my paper clips. It's very creepy.
Like genres of music. So you could just say that he's doing the right thing, the marketable thing, really, by creating another song that the people will love.
Okay, so then you'll be happy to provide me other example of people using
Look
that
at this
chord.
geek. I'll be happy to provide me with that. He's a geek. He's a writer. Remember this. Gavin got his start by, I want to write articles. Let me write it. Imagine if I wanted to write articles. You'd kill me. Cool people don't write. They shit on books. They onto a page. They don't write. Gavin is a writer. This is a geek trying to showboat as a me. I'm telling you, people don't believe it. This is what's happening.
I mean, really, it's all in lots of pop music. You know,
Okay,
it's
so if it's in lots, then just name one. That would be
If he wasn't a geek, if
Yeah.
he wasn't a geek, he wouldn't be desperate to be friends with hundreds of young boys across
Exactly.
America.
What
So
guy
that's
would be
proof.
friends with all these guys? I mean, look at his bookshelf. Look at this geeky shit. He's friends with Ryan Katsu Yamagashi, a guy that to a woman.
Mike doesn't write. He is right. they say.
Exactly. Yes. Mike doesn't write. He is right. There you go.
you know, like
Sue
the
Gavin.
Beatles and like every
What
other
song?
pop star.
I'm more Monkeys guy, but I'm sure you could come
Got me, Gavin. You got me.
This is like when they call Donald Trump racist and you go, well, what did he say? And they go, everything. You go,
Only you could bring us into
Spell
trouble.
my name right, or I will come over there and kill you.
Wait, I didn't hear the beginning thing. What was he flattening?
Who are you killing?
I'm killing Garrett for spelling my fucking name wrong.
See, this is all geek nonsense. If I performed this way, I'd get an F. Okay? I'd get a D- if I performed like this. I'm gonna kill Garrett. Listen to me. He's a two-eyed, four-eyed freak. Look at him. He's wearing glasses.
I told him to. I'm so fucking glad you saw that horrible, horrible Chiron. Well, listen, I wanted to have you on because there's some missing pieces to a really, really blurry night that I was hoping you could fill, but I'm thinking you probably won't
Listen to
be
this.
able to.
So this is why we're listening. They got kicked out of a bar.
Yes.
Ha
That's what I'm
bizarre.
hearing.
Ha bizarre. They got kicked out of a bar. So they got kicked out of a bar. This guy's got 2 kids at home and he's going to bars.
Were they
Imagine
making a
that.
burger video?
I won't
No.
even go to a bar. I have a dog. I won't even leave him home to go to a bar. He's going to a bar. He's got a kid. Papa, may I please learn some things? No, I'm going to a bar. The Proud Boys. Yes. The man, the Proud 9. I must defend them. Sorry, son. You get a pancake of a goblin. Like, what the hell, man? You've got kids. Once you have 2 kids, your life should stop. I said this about Jay Rose. If you have 2 kids, all your focus should go into the kids. This is why I don't have kids yet. If I'm ever going to have a kid, it's because I'm done, I'm cooked, I'm ready to eat, and the kids now are the ones I'm focusing on. It is a real mishap to have some kids and go, but I'm going to focus on my Proud Boys. Wife, you raise the kids. That is not a manly thing to do, to leave the kids at home while you play with Ryan Katsu Yamagashi.
Well, you're forgetting about the law of the nuclear family. The
nuclear family. The mom raises the
dad
kids.
does the hard work, like going
But
to
I thought
bars.
women suck, and so your kids are going to grow up to suck. They're raised by a woman and her ideas. Shouldn't you be putting your ideas into the child? Raise the son. How about that for your alt-right ideal? Raise your own kids. You know, all these people on the alt-right, they have 2 kids. They leave them with the nanny. Then they go out and they play podcaster for 8 years. Raise your own kids. How about that? They won't. They don't want to be around the kids. You know, Gavin goes up to his kid, he goes, bink, to his dick, and then he goes, I gotta go do my podcast. If I had a kid, I wouldn't do podcasts. I'd be ordering the kid pad thai. I'd be feeding him. I'd be doing stuff for the boy.
You see the video that I sent you with regards to our night out in the town?
Me to tell you
I don't know
this-
how the audio...
Sorry,
What
remind me to
happened?
tell you this Glebe news before we
Oh,
end the
Ben
show, but we
Glebe
might
is
as
in the
well do
news?
this
Okay,
first.
hey, everybody, Red Bar. We've been on for 3 hours and 42 minutes
It's a
here.
short one.
You're getting extended stuff. Let's hear this. They got kicked out of a bar. Him and barely paid Bill got kicked out of a bar. They had no money.
Video is on this. A little backstory. Gavin was interviewing Ann Coulter and what was Miss Belafonte's first name? Gina Belafonte, both lovely, at a little place called Hudson Malone. Gavin was dressed up like an old-timey bartender, and they had a very civil and delightful discussion.
I once saw Gavin suck his son's nipples, bite the nipple off, and spit it back in the kid's face and go, Wraith yourself. Wraith yourself. You need to know that you can wraith yourself. Your mom is Indian, she's Navajo. I need to go hang out with Ryan Cass. He beat the girl because she is so crazy. Raise yourself. I'm not kidding. And I go, Gavin, that's like crazy. Is that just a song or a stance? And he goes, it's both. I said, okay, man. Can I tell people this? He goes, don't print my DMs.
And then Gavin and I decided to just keep the night going.
Of course.
And we were a little lazy, so we just went across the street. And I don't know if you want to exactly explain what happened, and then we go to the video, which is like 20 seconds, or let the video run, and we'll see if any of it makes sense.
We went to a bar called Strange Love, which
yes.
has kind of
Strange
a punky
time.
theme. It's a punk bar. And ironically, despite my punk heritage, punk rockers don't like me.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because of my conservative beliefs, I was told I was denied service.
Oh,
Yes,
denied
and
service.
I don't know if you also had a sterling comeback from someone that was like just half whiskey at the time. I don't know if we have the I don't know if you can hear it in the video. We'll go to the video right here. We decided to go back, and I'm bad with the whole photos and videos on my phone. This is good proof of that. I tried to video this horrible persecution of one Gavin McInnes with the bartender. I don't know
McInnes.
if we have
It's
it.
going
I
to be the
sent it.
shakiest Blair Witch ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look, a video.
You can already kind of tell by the way you're moving that we've already been indulging.
So this is them at the bar. Gavin McInnes is wearing a party down waiter's outfit. This is like a guy who serves you hors d'oeuvres at a fancy Hollywood party. He's walking around with a white shirt and a bataille on. Going, hey, you guys want
Is he
some?
wearing an apron though? Because look
It
at there's
really
a thing around
looks
his
weird.
neck and
Yeah,
his
it
waist.
really looks like he's wearing. What do you call those guys who serve hors d'oeuvres?
Waiter.
A waiter. Yeah.
Whereas I might try and set up a situation where
Look, it looks like you were really shaky.
The answer is still the fuck the same.
Oh, that's like you're like, I can't you're like, that
What the fuck?
You can have a Budweiser.
was really happy.
You can say this neighborhood except for this one.
Why not?
Listen, I don't gotta tell you why not.
So this little guy is going, you got to get out of my bar, sir. You're too mean. We've seen you on the internet. You're too mean. Look at this guy. He's got long hair, and he's going.
Is this that bar that we went to with Tristan and those
It
guys?
could be.
It looks
It
familiar.
looks like it. Wow, in Brooklyn? Doesn't it look like that? That one punk rock bar that Gavin loves.
And didn't we go there because Gavin said to go there?
No, that was a different place. The Hot
We
Chicken.
went on a Gavin tour.
Yeah.
Video this horrible persecution of one
Yeah,
Gavin
let's see what
McInnes
happens.
with the bartender. I don't know if we have
It's
it.
going to be
I
the
sent it.
shakiest Blair Witch ever.
Yeah.
Hi.
You can already kind of tell by the way you're moving
That might be the place.
More fun was Whereas I might try and set up a situation where that's why I try to
Look, it looks like you were really shaky
This
there.
time, but the answer is still the fuck the same. Aiden.
that's like you're like, I can't help it. You're like, that's okay.
You can have a Budweiser. You don't say the same word except for this one.
Why not?
Listen, I don't gotta tell you why not, but you gotta step off. And if
Your son is at home naked. He needs clothes. Go home. If I saw my dad doing anything but working to get me the cash for college, I'd be pissed. All my dad did when I was a kid is go to work, come home, feed me, tell me stories, and go to bed. There was no video footage of him at a bar. Okay? Don't go to a bar if you have kids. It's over.
You can go
You
once
had your
per year
20s,
as like
yes.
a friends reunion.
This is sick. If I really would be heartbroken if I saw footage of my dad. Meanwhile, I'm at home all day and my dad is constantly out at bars with these creeps. I would really be heartbroken. I really would. I would go, does he not care? Why is he at these bars? This is not what a dad does, Mr. Christian.
I told you the second time, no?
Well, I was never over that.
Is it good? You getting all the good shit?
Oh, did he just do the white power sign?
Yep.
Oh my God, I never even noticed that. Was that the way power sign?
Bill, that's something I would say is a joke, and you're really trying to pull this over?
Damn, and why this and why that? You gotta go.
You gotta go, he says. Imagine somebody at a bar goes, please leave my establishment. And you go, why do I have to leave? Just leave. They don't want you there. Why would you want to be there? As soon as I know that the bar doesn't want me there, I go, ho, ho, ho. Thank you so much. I'll go to the bar next door.
Even if they haven't fully asked us to leave yet.
Yeah, I'd be sickened.
If a guy goes, oh, are you wearing a hat in here? Mike goes,
I'd go,
nope.
Goodbye.
We're
Thank
already
you.
running.
Hope you like pranks, because you're getting calls.
Oh, God.
That's when I passed out.
So Gavin is getting owned by a gay lib, is what you're seeing here. Gavin is trying to beg to stay at a liberal bar that doesn't want him. Please, let me just have one beer. Bye. That's what the guy's saying. Please, please, sir. Let me stay at the bar. You know the problem is it was a joke.
You went vertical.
Yeah, well, I was on the floor at that point.
Horizontal.
Gavin, I don't know if you could hear it, but the one thing I definitely remembered is after he went through his dumb little diatribe, your response was, well, you're ugly.
Aw.
That was your zinger.
Well, I stole that from Winston Churchill, who said, he was told, you're drunk. And he said, well, I'll be sober in the morning, ma'am, but you're ugly.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Well, thanks to you, I am never allowed back there again as well. And as much as I don't like that guy, it was a cheap bar. And I'm not made of money.
I'm not made of
what
money.
do you recall anything specifically from that back and forth since my audio was terrible?
Yeah, he played up his Queen's accent to sound tough. And he said, I don't know.
Shaking. We have the footage. Didn't you see everyone was shaking? That's because Gavin was scared. You were shaking from a queen. The guy looked like Jesse P.S. on, what do they call that? The opposite of testosterone. Endorphins. What do they call it when a guy wants to be womanly? Endoscopy. What do they call that?
Estrogen.
Estrogen. It looked like Jesse P.S. with a little more estrogen, and you were like, please, can I please just have one beer? And the guy's like, fuck you, get out of here. Oh, but please, I'm wearing a bataille.
I don't have to get into why I'm not serving you, but you can't get served here. You need to step off. And then he said, I said, can I get a bud, please? And he goes, you can get a bud in any bar along the street except for here. Are you done filming now? You happy now?
So Queens by way of the departure is what we're talking about here.
Is it?
It was our bad for going into Southie without knowing anyone. But yeah, so that was the second time we went there, and I've seen that guy before. There's no way I'll ever be allowed back there. I'm guilty by association.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Has that happening to you a lot? Because I have to say, the first time we went in, it was like that. I mean, Gavin's a pretty recognizable guy, but he's not the only person with a beard.
Yeah.
And the guy knew who he was right away.
Well, he must be like a closeted fan.
Yeah, I wish. I just want to make, like, Erica Thomas lies and says she got told to go back where she came from. Those are just words. I was denied beer. I'm an alcoholic. That's like being denied food if you're fat. I need beer to survive. I think my crying video would have a lot more impact than hers. I've truly suffered.
Well, the thing that I never really got,
This
there was a lot.
guy, this poor guy, man. You
I
could
know.
see in his eyes, he just wanted to be liked. This is all he wanted.
I know.
He wanted to be liked. He wanted to fit in. Look at him. He's crying. When I see him, all I see is a guy going, please, I just want to be friends. What the fuck? That's all I see. I don't see a tough guy who's ready to take on PC. I see a guy who's really stuck here and just won't ever listen. Why do you want to be around these guys, man? These boys. All right, there he was, Gavin Mcinnes. Should we do one more segment here
Did
today?
you want to hear this Glebe update?
Yes, the Glebe update. There he is. Sorry, Gavin. And, you know, he never comes after me. He sends me emails all the time. Like, please, will you please hang out with me? I say, no. Here it is.
Gino is flat broke. Gino ain't got no money. Flat broke. He's always looking so damn crummy. Flat broke Gino. Ain't nobody think he's funny. He can't move out of the projects 'cause Gino is flat broke.